Today's video I'm going to be showing you all the products that I use on a daily basis, no matter where I'm going, whether I'm around the house, pop to the shops. This is everything that I wear. I do apologise now because it's pitch black outside, so I've got some fairy lights on and my main light on, so I'm sorry that the quality isn't good, but fingers crossed we can get through this. So I'm going to show you everything up on my face and the products that I use with it, so all my brushes. So let's start off with the moisturizer that I use is the Nivea Soft Face, Body and Hands. I absolutely love this. It's so silky smooth when it goes on. It's got vitamin E and jojoba oil. It quickly absorbs and refreshes the skin. Absolutely love this so much. It's my favourite. I've tried so many and this is my favourite. Then for my primer, I'm going to try and do it in the order that I put it on my face as well, hopefully. It's all sort of scattered around over my desk at the moment, so fingers crossed we can work it out. So the primer is the W7 Primer Magic Face Primer Camera Ready. Again, the best primer I've ever used. A lot of them give me flashback, which is awful, so I have white patches all over my face. But this goes on, it does feel a little silicone-y. It's quite, it's not to explain it. It feels dry on your hands when you put it on your face. I don't know if that makes any sense. I hope it does. But yeah, that's what I put on. Then I use, for my concealer, the W7 Hide and Seek Colour Correcting Concealer Quad. So it looks like this. So for any red blemishes I use this green one here, and then for the dark circles under my eyes I use this orangey colour. So that just takes away all the redness and all the darkness under my eyes. I also put it on top of my eyes as well as an eye primer, but I do it underneath my foundation. Just gives me a nice base so my eyes are the same colour because I have a few little veins in my eyes. And then for my foundation, those I put on with my hands. The concealer I use my fingers and just dab it under my eyes and then in any red patches, so I have a few spots. I have had this makeup on all day and it is now, what's the time now? It's about 7 o'clock. So the spots are starting to come through a little bit because I've been rubbing my face and I haven't powdered over the top throughout the day. So foundation, I actually use 3 foundations. The first foundation I use for my whole face is the Perfect Match from L'Oreal. Again, absolutely, I'm going to say this about everything, but I absolutely love it. That's why I use everything on a daily basis, because it is so amazing. This is in the colour Vanilla Rose, I believe. This is a French one. So I can't actually read what it says on the back, unfortunately, but I do know it says L'Oreal Paris, a perfect match. So this is what I use. That goes all over my face, and to put that on I use just this fluffy brush and just buff it into the skin. It leaves the skin looking absolutely flawless, which is why I love it. And then I also use the W7 Genius Feather Light Foundation. I use this in the colour Buff and True Beige. So that's those two. So this is the Buff, this is the True Beige. So this is too light, this is too dark. I use this one as a highlighter, so I put it under my eyes, on my forehead, down my nose, and a little bit on my chin. And then I use the darker one as my contour, so I just pop it a little bit down here, a little bit across my forehead, tiny bit down my nose to contour my nose as well, and a little bit under my chin. And again, I just buff that in using the same brush. So I buff in the lighter one first, then I use the then I buff in the darker one. So that is what I use. Then I will go ahead and, I'm trying to remember what order I do everything. You can do it without thinking, and then when you're trying to think and show everybody, you're like, what do I use next? So I do my brows. So for brows, I use the MUA Pro Brow Ultimate Eyebrow Kit in dark. So that's this one, and as you can probably tell, I use this one right here. So that is just the brown. You have a brown, a black, and then you have a highlighting colour, and then you have the gel. To put that on, I brush my brows through with just a little spoolie, and then I pop it on with an angled brush. Oh, I can see fireworks out my window. Oh, I love fireworks. Absolutely love fireworks. So that is what I use for my brows. Then for the rest of them, then I go and set the rest of my face. So I use, this has been used so much I don't even know what it's called anymore. This is the Rimmel, I think it's the Rimmel, if I can read it, Rimmel Stay Matte Powder in Transparent 001. And as you can see, I love it, I love it. I did put a wet brush in there, which is why it's gone like this. But I've hit the pan, so I'm going to have to go and get a new one soon. But I love this so much. It's a transparent one, so it doesn't put any colour on your face. It just mattifies your face a little bit, which I absolutely love. I don't like to be too shiny because I want to be able to add... Sorry, I keep playing with my hair. I should do my head, and I never wear my hair down, and when I do, I can't stop playing with it. Yeah, I like to add the shine myself, so that's why you can't even see it in this light. I'm so sorry about this light, it's awful. But I really wanted to do a video. But yeah, I highlight the tops and then my nose, but I will get to that in a minute. Then, once I've set my whole face, I then go and set where I've put the darker foundation as my contour. So I use the Makeup Gallery Good to Glow Matte Bronzer in Matte Bronzer Matte Medium 2. So this is what it looks like. And again, I need to get a new one. I love it so much. This is great because it's not too orangey. And for that I use this brush here. So this is just a fluffy kind of... It's the same sort of brush as the foundation brush, but it's just angled. And I absolutely love this because it gets right into the cheekbones. What's next? What do I do after that? Oh, and to set my face with the transparent powder, I use this fluffy brush. I love this, it's so soft. Oh, I love a soft brush. Next, what's next? What do I do? Eyes. So what I will do is, because I already primed my eyes and put the foundation, I do put foundation over my eyelids as well. So I will then go ahead and go with the W7 Colour Me Buff Natural Nudes. And I will take this colour here, which is called Buff, and I pop that all over my eyes, again as just sort of another primer, just to make sure it's all matte, so it's easy to blend all the colours in afterwards. So yeah, that's what I use. And then in my crease, what do I use with that first? I put that on, I don't have the brush out here, silly me. 1 second. I put that on with just a normal flat brush. So I just pop that all over the eye. Pop that one back. And then when I've done that, I will go ahead and go in with this colour here, which is called Chocolate. You can see this one. That's just a good colour just as a transition. So I just pop that in the crease, if you can see. Again, I do apologise, this has been on for I don't know how many hours now. A long time. Then I will go ahead and buff that out with my Kiko brush. All the other brushes I've got, they don't actually have names. They're just cheap ones I bought off of eBay. They are amazing. Absolutely love them. But this one, I do have, this is like I have 2 expensive brushes. But this, I love this brush. This is the Kiko Eyes, is it the 100 or 200? 200. The Eyes 200. So again, it's just a lovely fluffy brush. So I just buff that all in to get the seams out. And then what I do as well is I go back in with the what's it called? The buff that was from this palette, the one that I used to start with. I go in with a little bit of that on that brush as well, just to even out the edges a little bit, just so it doesn't look quite so harsh. Again, I don't have the brush out here, so let me just quickly find it. Here it is. Okay, so next what I will then do... Oh, I'm going to drop it everywhere, excuse me. Then I will go ahead and put on my Younique Splurge Cream Shadow Ombre Cream. And this is in the colour Elegant. This is so beautiful. I don't even know if the camera's going to pick up, but it's It's got a sparkle to it. It's just like a champagne-y colour. Absolutely gorgeous colour, and it's got a little bit of a sparkle to it. So I just pop that all over the lids, and to pop that on I use my Younique brush, which is the cream shadow brush. So it's just a flat brush. It needs to be cleaned, as you can see, because I used it this morning, but that's what I use to pop that on with. And then I will go back with a clean brush like I used for my base. So this brush here, I just take a clean one, I've got a few of those, and I will go ahead and pop on my loose pigment from Younique, and this is in the colour Sexy. I'll try and open it and show you. It's just a loose powder with a tiny little bit of shimmer. So I like my eyes to look matte, whereas obviously the cream is creamy. I don't know if you'll be able to see. So again, it's just like a champagne colour, but it's a powder form. So I basically, what I do is I go along and I set that. I set the cream with the powder. It works for me, might not work for you. Then I will do my eyeliner. So I will use just an eyeliner brush, and I use the Saffron London liquid liner. Oh dear, that's never happened before. So this is just a black gel liner. Love this stuff. That actually cost me, was it £2 I believe, off of eBay, and it actually comes with a brush. It's a little black brush, but it's a bit too thick for me, so I like to use this brush so I can get more precision with it. Then what I'll do is I will let the eyeliner dry, so I don't want to put my mascara straight on, because then I end up transferring, because I've got hooded eyes, I end up transferring the liner onto the top of my eyes, and that's not a good look. So next I will put a tiny bit of blush on. So the palette I use is the W7, the Cheeky Trio. This is the bronzer, what is it, bronzer, blusher and highlighter. So I use the blusher in here, which is called Fifth Avenue, and for that I use just another fluffy brush. I'll just put that on to, normally just put it on the backs of my cheekbones, because if I put it on the apples of my cheeks it makes me look like a doll, and I don't really like that. Then I will put on some highlighter. So this is the highlighter that I use. I don't know if you can see. It's got a nice sparkle to it. That is called, oh, excuse me, I've got a message coming through. I'm doing this on my phone, by the way, which is probably why the colour isn't very good either. What is it? The highlighter is called Hot Stuff. And this is the bronzer in it. I don't actually use that bronzer because it's got sparkle in it, and I don't wear bronzer, I just use it to contour. So that's what I do that. And to put on the highlighter, I just use this absolutely gorgeous fan brush. So that is that. Then I will move on to mascara, because by then my eyeliner is pretty much dry. And again, with mascaras, I've used so many drugstore mascaras. I don't really use high-end mascaras. Sorry, my message is coming through on my phone. Yeah, I don't normally use high-end mascaras. I seem to go through them so quick because I put on so many layers. But I did splash out and buy myself the Kiko. So I found with a lot of mascaras, I like the mascaras that don't have what are they? I like the kind of like plasticky. I quite like those because it separates your eyelashes, and I really love them. However, I did think I'd splash out, so I did, and I bought the Kiko, what is this, the mascara top coat. I don't have the curling top coat mascara. I don't have a primer or a bottom coat or whatever it is that you're supposed to put with it, if you're supposed to put something with it. So I bought this, and I thought, oh, I don't know whether I want to get it or not. But I brought this, and the brushes are, I don't know if you can see, like little bristles. And oh my goodness, this mascara is amazing. Again, it's amazing. I absolutely love it. I want to buy a bucket load. It lengthens the lashes, it separates the lashes. The black pigment in it is so pigmented, you really do get really thick black lashes, and oh my god, I love it. I'm in love. I am In love. I hope they never ever discontinue that, because I've never ever found a mascara that I love so much. I love it. Can you guess? And then for my lips, there's two things I use for my lips. I use a lip liner, which is the Moodstruck Precision Pencil Lip Liner in Posh. This is by Younique. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm just going to keep saying it. I'm sorry if I'm doing your head in, but all of these things are absolutely amazing and absolutely gorgeous. I love them. That's why I use them every day. So this is what this one looks like, if you can see. Let me see if I can swatch it on my hand for you. There you go. So that's that. And then on top of that, I will use, so this says, I don't know if you can you see that? That doesn't really annoy me. However, this says it's a lip gloss. It's a liquid lipstick. But they say it's a lip gloss. It's not a lip gloss. It's nowhere near a lip gloss. It's the complete end of the scale to a lip gloss. But, saying that, I do love it. So this, what is it? This is the, I don't know how to say it, the QI Best. The QI Best, that's as far as it's going to go, I'm afraid. This is the, I don't know what it's called. I can't really read it because it's rubbed off, but this is in number 18 and it's a lip gloss. It says lip gloss, but let me see if I can show you the, so it looks, it's really thick. Can you see? It's really thick. Let me pop a bit on the back of my hand and see if I can show you. So you can see there, that is not a lip gloss, that is a liquid lipstick, and it dries completely matte and it sticks together. Like I said, I don't mind that. If that's something that you don't really want, then obviously don't go and get that. I don't mind it too much, but it's already drying. Still a bit damp, but it's drying. That is not a lip gloss, I'm afraid. But I love it. So I think that's everything I put on my face. Yes, that's everything. So I hope you enjoyed that. I don't use a setting spray or anything. I have done in the past, and that was the W7 Fixer, I believe. It's a black bottle with orange writing. I think it's the only one they do. So you can alternate your back. Yes, so that is the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I will try my hardest, if I remember and if I can find everything, I will try my very hardest to link everything in the description box. I won't be able to do the brushes apart from the Younique one, which is the flat brush that I use for the cream on my eyes, and the Kiko eyes brush. But everything else I won't be able to, purely because I bought them off of eBay and they don't have a name. But I will try and link everything else. So yeah, give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button. It's free. And you will get updates if you click on the, what is it, the little bell symbol that's next to it. If you click on that, you will then get updates for every time I upload a video, so you can keep with me. And I'm going to be doing the look that I've got on today, which is everything that I've shown you down here. So that'll be the next video, so look out for that one, and I will speak to you all soon.